Oh, how could I resist? I mean, after my Pokemon Moon shiny Magikarp and the story preceding it that resulted in this picture of me in a female Magikarp suit, it was only fitting. So, I'm back in it as Spyro, Queen of the Magikarp, and so it's time to review a mobile game, no less. Ooh, that's different. Based around my adorable little subjects and their perfect radiant queen, of course. First off, the game looks really good and sounds really good. Like, no joke, it's clear that unlike other generic shit phone games of the same genre and the same generic, like, stock candy assets, Nintendo has a level of artistic pride and polish and wants its games to be that of a higher standard in terms of visuals and music, close to the level of its main series games before putting it out the door. And the Pokemon assets themselves, as well as things like the berries, are ripped right out of Sun and Moon, are to a high quality. Unfortunately, I can't show any video as there's no way to record a phone, but I've got some pictures, like this picture of the training with a golden ball with a skeletal fish on it that looks incredibly familiar. Nintendo, I said you were ripping stuff out of Pokemon. Come on, you can't rip it out of all your games, but regardless, it does definitely look and sound just as good as any of the main series games, Mystery Dungeon or whatever, and Nintendo certainly has got a level of artistic pride before putting their mobile game out the door, which can be said very rarely when compared to like every other shitty mobile game out on the market these days. So there's one extra special feature which you can probably guess from the pictures, and it's a button that remains constant no matter what part of the game you're in. It being the camera button that allows you to take pictures of everything, from the carp pond, to the shops, to the fights, to the results at the end. And when a picture is taken, you can do anything with it. Text it to someone, send it via Bluetooth, upload it to social media like Facebook and Twitter, or save it directly to your PC for a review. So it's really great, and it's a lovely feature, as it makes it a whole lot easier to show visual representations for this review and to show others just what exactly you are doing, as many of us on my Discord have all been naming our carps and sending them and our stories to each other as they unfold. So it was a great little addition to be able to take pictures at absolutely any point in the game, no matter where you are or no matter what you're doing. And it just kind of like wraps up the graphics nicely, as not only have we got this higher level of artistic pride using the Sun and Moon assets as well as this camera, so it just gives it all a great sense of artistic cohesion and makes the experience overall that more enjoyable. Yes, believe it or not, there is a story. In an undisclosed region of the Pokemon world, so being the Magikarp Queen, I'm going to say it's mine, and this new region is called Spyro's Kingdom. As if Activision won't do it, I'll do it myself! But Spyro's kingdom is overflowing with Magikarps, and is also overflowing with Everstones, and according to the story, is where all of the Everstones in the Pokemon world come from. And this region being full of them, and the stone itself being the foundations, the mountains, the riverbeds, and the lake beds of my kingdom, it's very rare that a Magikarp ever evolves. So, being my kingdom is overflowing with my cute scaly subjects, the humans of that region have made their own special Magikarp leagues, where, rather than battling, because we're not very good at that, they are instead trained in the ancient art of carp jumping. After all, we all know that ancient Chinese fairy tale of if the carp can jump the magic gate at the top of the waterfall, it becomes a dragon. Why do you think I'm the queen? It's not a story. I'm the one that actually did it. I just dress as my previous form to splash around with them. No, that last part of the story was actually a lie. I was never a Magikarp, nor do I have a carp fetish. I'm just doing this for the review. And it's not actually because I like them or anything. Backer. And they compete in leagues to find the Magikarp that can jump the highest, with the winner of each league getting the honour to swim around in my tank so I can play with the very best Carpicarps, and the overall champion of the whole thing can become my mate so I can feel it rubbing its smooth, fishy scales against my body. Joking, of course! Besides, I already have a king of all the Magikarps for that kind of fun, and that's the shiny golden Magikarp, King Andy. There is 4 sections to this: the pond, the training, the league, and the market street that we will come to last due to the elephant in the room. First is the pond. This is the main area. After fishing up your cute little Magikarp, this acts as the hub area where food will be constantly spawning in, which you can use to feed Magikarp to gain minor XP towards a level up. Pokeballs will also spawn in. These will have treasure that you can spend in the shops, and the treasure comes in both the coin and diamond variety. And as you unlock them, other Pokemon like Poplio and Pikachu will hang around the pond, each having their own extra abilities that will help you progress forwards. Second is the training, where every 30 minutes you can partake in a random training event that gives a random amount of XP towards your level up, just like food does. And while I don't think tapping ups the bad, good or excellent rating, it does feel like it influences it sometimes. Third is the league itself, so after you have leveled up to maximum, you can take on the league and see if you can be the best and jump higher than all the other competing Magikarps with your taps, sometimes influencing your support Pokemon, giving your Carp a star or 2. The stars give you an extra % on your jump for that round, 1 star being 0.25 and 2 stars being a full 25% greater jump. And your taps produce cheers that can also influence how high your Carp can jump. And fourth, and the one that I have the most to say about, is the shopping area that is split into 3 areas. We have the basic shop that sells new food and training. The more expensive the item is, the more experience that food or training will provide, with each one of these food and training also having the ability to level up via coins to put out even more experience. The second and third shops are kind of interconnected, as shop number 2 is where you buy more support Pokemon with each given bonuses, like as mentioned Poplio allowing you to get a random piece of sunken treasure every so often, and Pikachu giving you an extra little bit of experience every couple of hours. But then there are more, like Meowth, that can give you a few extra coins every few hours, to Gardevoir, that can give you a ton of coins every few hours, as well as, there's a reason why there's a one-handed mode for Gardevoir if you're in private. All the way up to Charizard giving out a rare item every 12 hours, with again each being able to level up a set number of times to increase their payouts. Now, while their level up is via support candy that can be got by doing achievements, collecting things, and leveling up the food and training in the shops, the initial purchase of the Pokemon is with diamonds, the freemium currency. So let's now talk about that. So yes, there is a freemium element and a premium currency. However, like Kirby Battle Arena or whatever that free one was on the 3DS, Nintendo and the Pokemon Company once again show how to do a freemium market right. There is no haranguing or harassing, no beating you into submission, as diamonds in the main game are one of the most generous I've ever seen in any free-to-play game. No clicker heroes, here's 2 diamonds for a fish every so often, or no paladins, here's 25 diamonds after waiting 7 days, but even now that's gone because of OB64. No, Nintendo is not like that. In fact, the diamonds are extremely frequent, and you get diamonds for pretty much doing anything. 5 diamonds for opening a sunken treasure, another 5 for a random event after training, another 10 for an achievement, another 10 for leveling yourself up, another 10 for catching a new Magikarp pattern. Diamonds are everywhere. So while it does take 300 to 400 to get a new support Pokemon, and 5 is not a lot, there is a constant enough trickle that I never felt forced into the fee to pay area, never hammered into buying. But if you like it, and again, like Kirby, you want to buy, Nintendo are not scumbags, so if you do want to buy diamonds, you are limited. Again, it's not Clicker Heroes or Candy Crush where you can constantly buy diamonds ad infinitum. You are limited to 800 diamonds, no more. That's £60 or $80, and even then, they feel that's too much, as if you buy 3,000 diamonds, £20 or $40 worth, then you basically bought the game, and Nintendo actively feels bad and kind of shitty that you spent a whole £20 note on a free clicker game. So, you know what? Here is the diamond drill. This is permanent. It never goes away ever, and it's going to give you 100 diamonds a day on top of whatever you find. You clearly enjoyed the game and want to support us, so now we are paying you back. We are wanting to support you. So here is an item that gives you the freemium currency forever. Stop spending money. You don't need to anymore. Like a premium game, you have put your money in. You initially have now bought the game, so stop spending. We don't want you to anymore. We don't want your money. Here is a premium currency maker. It's our thank you. This right here, this is how all freemium games should work. If you are genuinely enjoying the game, which I was, still am, if you are genuinely enjoying your free game and are happy enough to want to, not be forced to want to buy a few extra diamonds to speed the process up but also support the developer, then after £20-ish, they should be forced to be like, oh, 20 to 30 pounds, that's basically buying the game. So now we are forcefully removing that premium aspect and giving you the diamond maker. Like, you invested into our game, so here is your reward. We are literally not allowing you to spend any more money. And by doing this, it shows that you have some sort of fucking morality. Can I bang on at Nintendo? Sometimes. Do they make retarded decisions and need a scolding for it sometimes? Yes. But on the whole, Nintendo is the only AAA company that has some kind of fucking morality and common decency when it comes to its player base, and to a greater extent, their freemium games. They are more than willing to put a limit on how much you can spend, and if you overspend, they give you a infinite diamond maker like the drill in Magikarp and like the tree in Kirby. I sit here and imagine EA shuddering at such a noble thought. EA's nasty little dungeon keeper mobile that took waiting to an unprecedented degree. Want to cut your time? Then buy some gems. How many? All of them. No limit. All of them. Buy as many as you've got in your bank account till you're literally bankrupt and going into debt. Shows how much morality and common decency you have, EA. You fucking parasites. Unlike Nintendo, that is now pretty much the only company I trust to do free-to-play right, as it is free-to-play that tries its fucking hardest to balance their games to have fun first and fee-to-pay second. And with both Magikarp and Kirby, they pretty much pulled that off. So, my final verdict for Magikarp Jump or Magikarp Splash is a resounding 4 out of 5. It's great fun. It's basically a very nice time waster on your commute back or from work, if you're waiting for a video to render, or something else that involves you needing to have a 15 to 20 minute distraction. And being a Nintendo product, everything like the assets have been made to a very high polished standard. So we have the nice graphics, the nice music, and the overall smooth and fluent gameplay. And most importantly, that gameplay is not interrupted all that much by the diamond economy. I mean, the point off is for the diamond economy, as allowing you to get 4,000 more diamonds after they give you the diamond drill is a little bit scummy. But hey, at the very least, you balanced it to ensure a constant and steady flow of diamonds, and had some actual human compassion and put a limit on how many diamonds you can buy, unlike the other parasitic companies like King with Candy Crush and EA with Dungeon Keeper Mobile, sticking their fangs in and keeping sucking and sucking and sucking until there is nothing but a shriveled up, drained corpse left, completely empty of all money. And as an extra bonus, every Magikarp was named after my friends from across this multiverse, and I was going to draw each of them in a fabulous, beautiful fish suit like mine. And I am still going to do that, but I ran out of time in 2017, so for now, here is every Magikarp, every one of my subjects that has become a nice little carp thus far. So enjoy that, and I will see you into the second to last review of 2017 coming out in the next couple of days. That is either going to be Sonic Forces or Knack. They're the only two left. So for now, enjoy all of the carp.